Welcome back, students. Arizona University Global Campus. Welcome back to BUS 311 Business Law 1. Thank you very much for all of the hard work that you have put in over the first 4 weeks of the course. We are in week 5, the final week of the course. Before we get started, since this is a law class, what I would like for you to do is raise your right hand and then reach around there and give yourself a pat on the back. Congratulations. This is a tough course, but here you are in week 5. And in week 5, we will actually shift the focus on international law. We will look at intellectual property and technology. We'll look at the global marketplace, and then you'll have a final paper that is due. We started to talk a little bit about intellectual property last week in our discussion board posting, and so we'll continue that with some legal concerns as it regards to IP. We'll also look at some legal concerns that have been raised by technology and the internet. And in some ways, all three of those go hand in hand, it seems like, in the modern society. And then finally, we'll look at some issues in the global marketplace as it relates to IP, technology, the internet, and kind of all of the above there. So in this module, I really want you to go ahead and review all of the chapters. You'll notice there that the required readings there are many. And so this is your opportunity to really go back, review all of the information that we've covered in the textbook, and that'll get you ready for your final assignment. The discussion board 1 for week 5, you are going to describe legal concerns raised by security and privacy issues. And those issues can certainly be around internet technologies, trademark technologies, movies, music, royalties. So, business conduct in general on the internet and how they raise security and privacy issues. Please make sure that you are citing either legal sources or scholarly sources in your discussion board form number 2. You're going to look at chapter 14. So make sure you do a deep dive into chapter 14, and then you are going to respond to the 3 prompts in your initial posting. You're going to explain how governments attempt to control foreign business operations within their borders. You'll also analyze what issues U.S. companies face when they try to do business abroad in other countries. And then finally, you will describe the responsibility and ethical concerns that you feel are important for U.S. companies to consider when doing business in other countries. And of course, please make sure you are integrating either scholarly or legal sources. And remember, it's the in-text citation that makes it APA, okay? In your final paper, you started in a prior assignment when you reviewed chapters 1 through 7, 11 through 14 in the textbook. So, in your final paper, you're going to assume that you're the manager of Acme Fireworks, and this is the retailer that sells and produces fireworks displays with ground displays and also large aerial displays. The company started in the owner's garage a couple years ago, but now they have 15 employees that you have to manage. It started as a sole proprietorship and it really never changed legal entities. However, the owner has just informed you that the company has received multiple inquiries from several large businesses wondering if the company could create several fireworks displays on a regular basis. So the owners told the inquiries that the company would fill such orders, and then a price per display was agreed on. It was discussed that most of the cost of the firework display is for skilled labor, insurance, and actual services of setting up the fireworks. No other details were discussed. The owners are anticipating that the new employee will need to be hired and that he is worried that a large order for the fireworks display does not continue, then the company will not have the funds to continue to pay these new employees. So the owner is considering changing the business entity and but does not know how to form or what to form it. And that actually sounds like a very realistic business case in the modern society. So, in your paper, you're going to analyze the contracts with the businesses between the govern under the UCC. Excuse me. You're going to explain why. Uh, did the owner form a contract? You're going to analyze that under the five essential elements of the contract. You're going to explain the potential personal liability that Acme has if a spectator is injured at a fireworks show. You're going to discuss the different employment types and relationships relevant to agency. Be sure to analyze the advantages and disadvantages within the context of Acme Firework. Be sure to explain why Acme Fireworks should not operate as a sole proprietorship. But then you're going to recommend a new entity and then supply support for your recommendation. So for each task, be sure to analyze the relevant law, apply the facts of the law, and then make the conclusion. Your final paper should be a maximum of 8 pages, a minimum of 8 pages, a maximum of 10 pages, double spaced in APA format. Remember, APA format means in-text citations and a reference page in alphabetical order. All of the references on your reference page must also be cited in text for a sound APA paper, okay? As far as your title page, it needs to be in bold font. You should have spaces between the title and the rest of the information. Make sure your name, the institution's name, the course name, and the course number, my name, and the date is on your paper, please. Make sure you utilize, I would recommend all three levels, your main section headers, subheaders, and tertiary headers if you want to maximize the presentation of your research findings. You must include an introductory paragraph with a clear thesis statement. Remember, you do have the Writing Center resources that will help you. And then I guess the final thing I want to talk about there as it relates to your final paper is to make sure that it is well cited with in-text citations from either peer-reviewed journal articles or academic textbooks. Okay, that's it. Week 5, here you are. Show me your best. Do your best. This is your last opportunity to really get this at this level and then be able to carry this knowledge on into the future. So, congratulations. Please don't hesitate to email me if you need some assistance or additional clarity. And I look forward to participating with you in the discussion boards and also reading your final critical thinking assignments.